Good evening and welcome everyone here to ALR Monday Tier 4 on a Thursday. It's round 3, the post commentary, as we had the streamer glitch after the last update. What is fixed now, but commentating the replay gives us a lot of opportunities. So now we have the grid. Of course we can't see the qualifying. We have the dude on pole on the soft tires, followed by Bomber, who's in the WRX currently on P14 in the standings, so really good qualifying from him. Atmo in the McLaren on P3, Oscar on P4, followed by Championship P2 Pasty in the BMW M6, Guardrail Lover in the Jaguar on P6, Rody in the second BMW P7, also on the Racing Softs, so everyone so far on the Racing Softs. Turbo Boy also on the Softs P8, Polty in the first BRZ on P9, Fontano on P10, Championship P3, so might have been not the best qualifying for him. We have Baggy on P11, the first one on the medium tires, Jimbo P12, B on P13, Mutang P14, Kicks on P15, and LG13 on P16. So everyone except Baggy is on the Racing Softs. Road Atlanta here in Georgia is quite rough on the tires, so I'm pretty surprised that the majority of the grid is starting on the softs. But as we see in the past, especially on Blue Moon Bay, that even if the tires are gone, you still have pretty okay grip on it. And yes, so in a best way we can find out situations that were critical to see what happened and have a look at the replay. Sorry for the double sound. And yeah, I think we are ready to start. And let's see how the sprint went. The good thing is I'm not spoiled. I don't have any results. I haven't seen a single second of the race, so yes, should be pretty fun, as I just heard that a lot of drivers were pretty hyped after the race. So let's see and wait for the lights. Can the dude defend his pole position? Let's see how he gets from the line. Good start from him. Also Atmo with a good start. And the Jaguar of Guardrail Lover. It's currently on P4. Outside line turn 1 can be really critical. Oscar against Atmo. Oscar keeping position 3. The dude defended against Bomber. Pylons flying around. Rody a bit wide here against Atmo. And it was Pasty who dropped a lot in the grid, so it was Pasty who was actually wide. So let's see what happened to him. In turn 1. Good start, just jumped by Guardrail Lover, and the Jaguar is brilliant at the starts. Yes, now the outside line. Missed the braking point. Just missed the braking point, went a bit wide in the gravel or in the grass. Careful on the rejoin. We saw it different at Blue Moon Bay from several drivers, so good to see that he don't want to bring drivers in danger. As we see LGT, a bit of contact against Baggy. And Mutang couldn't move from the line. So it's the dude leading. 3 wins in a row. Can he take the 4th one? Followed by Bomber. And Oscar already has a little gap. And Turbo Boy had a really great start. Also Fontenot. These guys who kept themselves out of trouble. Ebner now has to defend. Inside line for him. Now Fontenot is side by side with Turbo Boy. Better acceleration so far from the Mazda. I guess he's ghosted, but standing in a really difficult place here. Rody trying to stay in contact with the leaders. Same for Oscar. The gap isn't really getting bigger, and Bomber seems to be a bit quicker at the moment than the dude. So Atlanta really seems to fit him. Jimbo must have had a bigger moment, as there's nowhere inside. Same for Guardrail Lover, who dropped down to P14. Now trying to make his way back into the top 10, attacking LG13. Better top speed here for the Jaguar. Inside line now, and made the move. Polty on P12 in the BRZ, and then we have Kicks in the second. Jaguar going really wide here. On the attack, and the next time completely missed turn 1, hit the barrier, damaged the car, so this will drop him back really far. So Baggy the first one in the top 10. Pasty already made it back to P9. Hunting B, who's now picked up a penalty. Second penalty. Pasty is not waiting for him to cross the penalty line. Made the move even before the long straight. So Turbo Boy setting Fontenot under pressure. Clever defending here from Fontenot. Late on the brakes. Better exit for Turbo Boy. Pushed Fontenot a bit in the rear, but lost him a lot of momentum. And this fighting gives Pacey the chance to make his way back to them. So Abmo currently a bit secured on P5. Probably make a bit of gap to him. So the top 3, and now a bit closer together to Dude, made a bigger gap to Bomber, and Oscar against Bomber here. A bit ambitious move, but stepped on the brakes to not spin him out. So if these guys keep fighting, it should went in the direction of the Dude when he can get them out of slipstream range. We don't see gaps. I don't think it's something. Should be a second. Can Rody get back in contact with the top 3? So at the moment Fontenot brought a bigger gap Turbo Boy. I think it's his first race of the season, as I haven't seen these red snap-on Lancer so far. Guardrail over back on P10, followed by Polity. B after the penalty down to P12. AG13 also on a penalty, P13. Kicks after his spin on P14. And again, spinning out, went a bit wide. Jimbo seeing the yellow flags, passing him, and now Jimbo on P14. While Bomber cleared Oscar, big gap of about 2 seconds. And Rody is now smelling Oscar's dust, which gives him some extra motivation to go for the podium while the race is almost halfway done. And after Bomber got rid of Oscar, he could keep up the pace with the dude. Back in slipstream range, but it's really difficult for the WRX to overtake in slipstream, as the Merc is definitely higher powered. Gain half a second to the dude. Tires are pretty on the same level. The dude's tires slightly better. And Oscar again really rough on the rubber. Tire usage something around 10% more than the front runners. Rody, like usual, looking really good on the tires. Also Abmo, left-hand rear isn't in the best shape. Turbo Boy in the Lancer, really drifty here. And you see it on his tires now, he will lose a few positions by burning the penalty. Baggy, Pasty and also Guardrail will pass him. There's still 6 minutes to go. I think he will get bigger trouble in the end on this one rubber. Having a pit stop here in Road Atlanta doesn't make any sense in a sprint race, as the pit lane is way too long. On the mediums, currently on P12. Kicks is slowly recovering, personal best at last lap. You see 119, 137, 123, 133. This is not what we would call consistency. Still no chance to reduce the pace a bit, to go a bit more safe for the dude, as Bomber is keeping the pressure consistently high. Oscar also trying to get back in contact with them, but his tires should be done after this lap. P4. Now Abmo is on his rear. Seventh lap wasn't too good. Abmo did an 18.3. Rody did a 19.6, so lost 1.3 seconds just on one lap. But Oscar is still catching up. If he can manage to stay in contact with these guys until their tires are also gone, it could be really interesting. Also Rody, who I would say is currently the best on tires out of the top 5. Should be able to get back in contact with the lead Oscar, who's now visible struggling with the tires. As he's losing a lot of time to Bomber and to the dude. The dude is slightly increasing his gap to Bomber. And the Irishman, who will struggle with the tires on the next lap. His front left almost done. The dude has still a bit more rubber left. Well, we see Abmo outside line. Brilliant move here from Abmo. Now on P4. But Rody is still in contact. Nice little three-way fight between Fontano, Guardrail Lover and Turbo Boy. Turbo Boy ties a gun and Fontano is losing the car. Spun out, hit the barrier, rear damage. Yeah, this corner, especially on the done rear tire, absolutely horrible for him. Lost the car, lost a lot of positions, dropped down to P9. Stay here for a while. Can Pasty overtake Turbo Boy, who's now on a half-second penalty? Burned it. Pasty is catching. Looking for the inside line. Found it and got the move done even before the apex. So Guardrail Lover now on P6. Rody still fighting with Abmo. And both managed to get in contact with Oscar. Side by side racing here. Oscar is driving on the rim. Final lap here for the dude and Bomber. So it will be the 4th win in a row for the dude, if nothing unexpected happens in the final corner. Followed by Bomber on his first podium of the season. But let's stop here because something must have happened there, as Oscar, who was fully under pressure, is now far ahead of Abmo and Rody. So Abmo and Rody in the chase. I think now their tires are struggling too. A little tap here from Rody. Also doesn't help them catching up. Another tap, Rody a bit wide. Abmo had to slow down to catch the car. So this is the reason why Oscar is at the moment pretty secured on P3. Should bring it home. Bomber won't get in contact with the dude. But still a good result for the Irishman. So congratulations, 4th win in a row for the dude. Bomber on P2. Oscar on P3. Rody and Abmo again. Well, that wasn't looking super clean. So Abmo at the moment clearly in front. Rody going for the inside line. There's no space for two cars. Guardrail lever, P6. Pace P7, it will increase the gap between him and the dude. Turbo Boy P8, P9 for Fontenot, B, Baggy, Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang hasn't finished P12, obviously. So yeah, really interesting sprint here. We stay online and go to the feature race, reverse grid. There it is. Yeah, the download takes a while, but now we're done. And it will be really interesting how Bomber, how the dude, and Oscar, who I would say were the three fastest on Road Atlanta, will manage to make their way through a 16-car grid. Because these guys are not happy with the sprint podium. They're always aiming for a second podium. Also the feature race, the big points are given there. Come on, replay. Here we are. So let's pause it. Of course we want to check the tires. So we have the dude on the mediums, Bomber also on the mediums. Same for Oscar. Rody the first one on the softs. Abmo mediums, guardrail lever on the mediums, both BMWs on the soft tires. Mutang, hopefully he can drive now. Well, I don't know, maybe it was a glitch in the replay, but as he's shown here as 9th, well, we have seen him not moving during the entire sprint. We have Turbo Boy on P8, Fontenot on P7, P6 for B, Baggy on P5, Jimbo P4, Kicks P3, LG13 on P2, and Pulte on the pole. Must have had a disconnect. Seen him at the end of the race. So let's see, rolling start here. Should not get too much trouble in turn 1. Be already on Baggy's rear, searching for the inside line. Also Fontenot here close to Baggy. Jimbo, good catch here. Tang is driving now. Abmo against Oscar. Okay. Maybe something is wrong with the replay, as Rody is now standing on the same place as Mutang was it for me in the sprint. So the dude is still on P15, so the top 3 is still at the end of the grid. Now trying to make the move against Oscar, but Oscar has the slipstream, so it's even difficult with the Mercedes power to overtake. Yellow flags here. Mutang, but who lost the car. Let's see what happened. Just missed the braking point. Careful rejoin. Flex gone. Bomber, guardrail lever, and Oscar here in turn 1. Oscar trying to make the move on Bomber, has now the outside line, but managed to get past him, and also the dude benefited from the battle of these two. Also past Bomber. Really close racing action here. Fontenot against Pasty. Inside line for Fontenot. Now on B's rear. Slightly tapped his rear, lost a bit of momentum. Now searching for the slipstream of the Hyundai Genesis. B is going defensive, covering the inside line. Fontenot late on the brakes. Another moment here. We had yellow flags before. So let's see what happened in the front. Nothing really happened here. So let's get back to the situation. With Fontenot, Pasty and B. Fontenot trying it on the outside line. is cutting the corner a bit too hard in my eyes. So B cannot disappear somewhere. And there was definitely not enough tarmac left for B to make the corner. And then it looks a bit like a revenge move. But in my opinion, there's no fault on B's side. Fontana down to P13, B to P15, cost both of them a lot of positions. And Bomber, Oscar and the dude who were still pretty close together are now benefiting. Three-second penalty for the dude. Don't have a clue where he picked this up, because 3-second penalty is usually crossing the pit lane. Four-way fight between Baggy, Pasty, LG13 and Turbo Boy. Kicks currently leading the grid. So all of them made the corner. Guess everyone made the corner. Oh, LG13 dropped back a lot. I think he just completely missed his braking point. No contact, just missing the pedal in the gravel. Also, bigger moment here. A lot of stuff happened here. Is just glitching around. Cannot really see what happened here. On P50 now. Jimbo now on P1, completely missed the corner. Same for Polty. I actually don't know how good this file is, Gran Turismo's replays in general, because it's currently looking really chaotic. And as we at least saw, Jimbo and Polty definitely shortcutting, and none of them had the penalty. I think they were actually on track now. Polty against Kicks. Inside line for Polty. But Kicks can cover it, and Apmo is now trying to double overtake. Kicks wide here in the final corner. Kicks wide again in the first corner. So now Polty on P4, Apmo on P5, followed by Oscar, who's already on P6 now, fighting for P5. This was a little too much contact here, pushed Apmo wide off track. Apmo dropped back to P9. The dude Fontano and guardrail lover passed him. And only 6 minutes in the race. Fastest lap currently again from Oscar. On the medium compound. But guardrail lever is keeping the pressure on him. So after 5 laps, Jimbo is leading with the fastest lap on halfway down soft tires, followed by Turbo Boy on the mediums. Great performance so far from him. Pasty P3, Polty P4, Oscar P5, Guardrail Lever P6, Fontano on P7, the Dude with a 1 second penalty on P8. Kicks drop back to P9, B on P10, Bomber after the lag or whatever it was. We couldn't see any contact in the replay. On P11, Abmo P12 lost a lot of positions after the contact with Oscar. LT13 on P13, Baggy on P14, Mutang on P15. And Turbo Boy passed Jimbo. Oscar, new fastest lap. In the fight for P3, and Jimbo lost the car. Just a bit too aggressive on the throttle. Tried to catch it, hit the barrier a bit. But cost him 3 positions. Guardrail lever we see in the back on a half-second penalty. Losing his positions against Fontano. So Pasty the new second, Polty on P3, and Oscar on P4. Let's see what the tires are telling us. Guardrail lever looking brilliant on the medium so far. Same as the Dude. Kick soft tires are almost done. I think 2 more laps on these tires. Bomber P11. The best of the medium runners with the tire wear. Should be able to do a pretty long stint. Now he's about to pass B as he has to burn his penalty. Still looking very, very laggy. And Mutang again choked for me as stopped the car. Yeah, I think the car number 16 we lost is Rody, see, at least in the replay, parked at the start. I think after the race I will watch the standings and see if these guys really DNF'd or it's just a replay file. So Jabber Boy at the moment is zooming away. Pasty is benefiting from the battle between Fontenot, Oscar and Jimbo, who are now getting even more competition with Guardrail Lever and the Dude. Three wide. And the Dude past Jimbo and Guardrail Lever. Really close fighting here. Guardrail Lever missing the braking point. And has a really long trip here through the Georgia wildlife. And Bomber and B has to use all their focus to avoid the collision with Guardrail Lever. I don't want to watch in a report channel, to be honest. A lot of contact here in the feature race. The two passed Fontenot, who had a penalty. Abmo, meanwhile, as we see, LG13 is the first one in the pits. Abmo currently on P10 with the fastest lap. But this time will definitely drop. Oh, thanks, Oscar. Oscar told me in the chat that Mutang actually DNF'd, so at least this should be shown right. And the Dude on P3. Oscar on P2. And Oscar is definitely better in managing the mediums than the softs, as his medium tires are just a bit more worn than the Dude's. Fontenot on P4 already shredded his soft tires, so I think we will see him in the pits now. The Dude on Oscar's rear. And Fontenot stays out. LG13 now getting lapped as he was in the pits, running wide here on the straight. Bomber and Guardrail Lever are in the hunt. LG13 went wide here to not get involved into the position battles. Abmo back on P9. Pasty down to P10 after the pit stop, but immediately with the fastest lap, 1:17.8. Not a lot of clean air in front. But if he runs up to Abmo, he should be able to pass quite quickly. against the harder compound and definitely more worn compound. Baggy P11, his teammate Jimbo following on P12, Kicks P13 and LT13 after his early pit stop on P14. Turbo Boy's gap is already quite massive. But I think we'll see him in the pits maybe this lap. Medium tires are almost gone after 17 minutes. Is catching up more than a second. Fontenot was a really poor lap 12, 122.6, lost a lot to the dude. Bomber and Guardrail Lever following on P4 and 5. And Turbo Boy stays out for another lap. 120.5 compared to 119.4. So another second loss for Turbo Boy. Bomber also still in the 119s. Same as Guardrail Lover. So all of them are now catching up to Turbo Boy. Both Guardrail Lovers and Bomber's medium tires still look absolutely brilliant. I think they can stay out 2, maybe 3 more laps to go for a double soft run in the end. The dude should still be enough to go for a soft. Turbo Boy in the pits. I think we will see a 3-second penalty popping up. And the dude takes the lead in the feature race. Let's see where Turbo Boy is getting out of the pits compared to Pasty. Pasty is now crossing the finish line. I think we can say this undercut worked. Let's see on what tires Turbo Boy. I think the refilling took very long. So maybe hard compound to make it to the end. No, soft tires and a full tank. Yeah, there's the 3-second penalty. But can stay in front of Kicks. At least till the penalty zone. Oscar P7 after the pit stop. Also jumped Turbo Boy in the pits. Abmo still on his first set of tires. Pasty has beaten his own fastest lap by 200. Pulled P4. But the medium tires are coming for an end for him. Baggy. And the dude's gap to Bomber and Guardrail Lover is already quite massive. So is the Canadian pitting this lap? So I don't think he will go to risk, because the soft tires are definitely good enough for 10 minutes. But he stays out. So it's looking more and more like a one-stop for the top 3. I think they will try to make at least 25 minutes on the medium tires, then go for the softs, as we saw they did the 15 minutes in the sprint race even on worn tires. LG13 in the gravel. By Kicks, Turbo Boy. After burning his penalty, dropped down to P9 behind Kicks. Oscar P7. Definitely on a 2-stopper. These softs won't make it to the end. Same for Pasty. Paul TP5 is now pitting. Guardrail lover in the pits. His soft tires were looking the best in the sprint. Let's see what lap times. Yeah, you see the dude is losing time now on the worn tires, while Bomber still has okay pace. 120.676 on lap 17 compared to Bomber with 119.461, so more than 1 second quicker. You see 2 seconds down to his PB. Really carefully on the pit entry. Also Bomber in the pits. And Pasty is going for his final set of tires. So Oscar should take the provisional lead now. But 15 minutes on this tire is absolutely impossible. Bomber and the dude already on their way back to the track. The dude back on track on P4, Bomber on P5. And Kick somehow managed to get on P3. Has the medium tires, and they might make it to the end. He definitely won't hold the dude behind him, who's now on fresh softs. Pasty on P6, Jimbo P7, Guardrail lover P8. Jimbo has to pit again. Guardrail lover is done with the strategy. Same for B and Polty. Fontano should also make it to the end. Same for Abmo on P12, Baggy P13, and LG13. So Oscar's gap is definitely not big enough for an extra stop to Turbo Boy. And also Turbo Boy will get definitely in trouble in the end of the race with the tires. Kicks now feeling the pressure of the Canadian. The championship leader is currently looking like he can do it 4 in a row. This is now an easy overtake against Kicks. And Oscar definitely has to pit, and I think also Turbo Boy. Won't make it to the end without any trouble. Guardrail lever is getting closer to Pasty. Medium tires against soft tires. Where is guardrail lever going for the attack? Through the S's. And now you see the grip advantage. Pasty covering the inside. Guardrail lever. Now he had the better exit. It was really important to make the move before the end of the straight. Power oversteer here. Lost him a few tenths. But Pasty is not going for it. This wouldn't have ended well. Oscar in the pits, Kicks in the pits, Oscar on P6, so that's now Turbo Boy in the lead. But the dude is already there. Currently on a secured P3. Still has contact to the dude. Guardrail lever now trying to get clear of Pasty. It's currently working. Pasty is doing great laps on the mediums. I mean, we saw his qualifying at Blue Moon Bay on the medium tires. And a 118.8 on the medium isn't too bad. Guardrail lever 118.5 on the softs. The dude, meanwhile, took the fastest lap and is now attacking Turbo Boy. Turbo Boy tried to cover the inside line, but no chance. The dude has the better grip. Oscar is now catching up to Pasty. Can he take the fastest lap? Freshest material. 10th purple. Can he get to the 116s? Little drift here at the exit of the final chicane. No, 117.6, so lost a lot of time here in the final sector. We have B currently on P7, followed by Polti, Fontano on P9. Jimbo, Kicks and Abmo fighting for the top 10. Baggy P13, LT13 on P14. Maybe Rody is somewhere in between, but we cannot see him. And Bomber is now trying to make the move on Turbo Boy. Better braking on the soft tires. Personal best. 2/10 quicker than the dude. Guardrail level still in range for the podium. Pasty against Oscar. Little tap here. Everything seems to be okay. And Oscar took P5 from Pasty. Yes, Turbo Boy's tires are absolutely done. It will be hard to defend in the last 6 minutes against Guardrail Lover. Should be able to catch up on fresh material. A 120, lap 24. It's another 120, yes, 123. While Guardrail Lover is doing 118s. Pasty with a 129. And B is in the pits. Really late pit stop. Maybe he hasn't used the soft compound yet now, because there's no reason I see to pit now. Lost position against Fontano, picked up a 3-second penalty. So the top 7 all in contact. Oh, we have definitely missed something. Big moment here for the dude. A mistake we haven't seen before. Yes, this little tap on the grass, then the barrier is really close. Bomber taking the lead. Also Turbo Boy passed him. Oh, this is LT13. Guardrail Lover. It's almost there, and the dude has engine damage. Now damage is fixed. But drop down from P1 to P4. now in the sandwich of Guardrail Lover and Oscar. And while we have 4 minutes to go, the WRX of Bomber is leading the feature race, followed by Turbo Boy. And Oscar is keeping the pressure on the dude. Now maybe in slipstream. But the GTR is not a top speed car. Another moment here from Guardrail Lover. What happened here? Missed the braking point. Then into the gravel. So the dude back on the podium. Oscar now on P4. Turbo Boy on absolute dead tires. See, there's LG13 behind him. He can't shake him off. Now the dude passing LG13, also Oscar. And both of them will soon sniff up Turbo Boy. The acceleration managed to pass him. Oscar picked up a penalty, so we'll definitely need a moment more to pass Turbo Boy. Guardrail Lover managed to stay on P5, Pasty on P6. Polty P7, Abmo back in the top 10, P8. Fontano P9, B on P10, hunted by Jimbo, Baggy P12. And LG13 on P13. So 1.5 lap to go. And Bomber is looking like the secured winner. And also the dude is now pretty safe, as Oscar is still struggling to overtake Turbo Boy, but now with better grip on the outside line. With 1 foot on the podium. Guardrail Lover should be the next one to pass Turbo Boy. You see the advantage on the brakes here. Was it Oscar who touched the gravel? Both Guardrail Lover and Turbo Boy overtook him. Oscar just really shaky through the final chicane. And now Guardrail Lover has his foot on the podium. And Guardrail Lover's tires are not that much better compared to Turbo Boy's. Now the 40 minutes are done. Oscar still stuck behind Turbo Boy. And Guardrail Lover can disappear. Abmo, the first one to finish on P8. Fontano P9, B P10. Beggy will finish P11, Jimbo P12 and LG13 P13. and Bomber will be the third winner in this season after Pasty in race 1. 4-time winner the Dude. But the Dude will definitely extend his lead in the championship with this P2, as Pasty, Oscar and Fontano are finishing far behind him. Guardrail Lover on P4, Turbo Boy kept Oscar behind him. Oscar finished P5, Polty on P6, and Pasty is out of fuel. That's why he lost the position to Pasty. Underfueled the car and is now crawling to the finish line with a dry M6. But that gives us a bit of time to check the standings. And see. Yeah, Rody is shown in race 2 on P16, so this DNF is not that wrong. Let's check the GTRs. So, and the championship standings is the Dude lost his streak in week 3 after 4 wins in a row, now with a P2. In total 105 points, 27 points ahead of Pasty, who had his worst week this season with a double P7. Guardrail Lover on P3 in the championship now, 41 points behind the Dude. Oscar on P4, just 1 point behind Guardrail Lover, and also Fontano is just 3 points behind Oscar, so P3, 4 and 5 just separated by 4 points, while the Dude is zooming away in the championship. Bomber, after missing the first round, with a big jump on P6, and absolute brilliant result here in week 3 with a double podium finish and a victory. Then it's Baggy followed by Abmo. Rody after the DNF lost a lot of positions. Turbo Boy immediately on P14 in the standings after his first race. B on P16. And yeah, Kicks on P20. So these standings are pre-stewards, as the incidents are not judged yet. But it was fun to watch. We had great battles. We had some really hard maneuvers, but this is something that the stewards will have to figure out. And yes, I think on Monday we are finally back live with the commentary. And see you there. Next round, week 4. Let me quickly check what it is. Oh, it is the legendary. Yes, this race will be actually big fun for me in the commentary, as the Nordschleife is my home track. I was born 3 kilometers from it. Spent all my time, all my youth on the Nordschleife. Still just 30 kilometers away from me. So yes, I hope you guys will do really, really well on my home track. And see you then in the beautiful Eifel, Nordschleife, next Monday.